Peace. So it's been a few days since I've created a video, but there has certainly been a few things on my mind. It's been a little busy, and there are many times throughout the week when something comes up and I think, okay, I really want to talk about this in a video. I want to express myself about this particular um, event or something that has crossed my path, and but sometimes I don't get to it. So today I wanted to really take the time and make this video about this thing that came up in my mind, and I felt like a need to share and talk about it in this forum, and that's the importance of connecting with people that are elderly, people that are just older within our family, within our community, wherever. I've just been very blessed today to go to an event that actually had young children and elderly women in the same place. I organized an event at a children's school, and it's for Palestinian refugee children. And whenever I go there, I just feel a wave of intense emotions. I mean, I feel the strength and the resilience of the human spirit. I see how so many people have lived on to tell their story, to pass on their story to their children, to maintain this sense of resilience and endurance, and knowing that their spirit will live on even if they have left their so-called home, or if they've left, or they've passed away, or they've been displaced or uprooted, but there's always that determination and that strength and that drive, and it's very inspiring. It's very touching. Sometimes I feel a little saddened, but the one thing that I thought about today is the importance of connecting with the elderly in our families and communities, and really listening to their stories. And the event I went to, it was at a children's school, but there were older women that came from a home for the elderly, and some of them have children, some don't, some just live on their own, but they all had one thing in common, which is these beautiful stories about the past, and about traditions and different recipes for food, and different things that people did in different social situations, and it was just beautiful to listen to them. I know sometimes younger people, we don't have the patience, or we don't want to listen, or we think like older people repeat the same stories, or we've heard it before. I know my grandparents used to repeat sometimes the same stories over and over, but there's something very beautiful about the wisdom and what those stories embody, what they even tell us about ourselves, because so much of what we're going through and how we're processing through different emotions and is really a product of what we went through as when we were younger, and what we went through when we were in our mother's womb. And some of the elder women in our communities were our grandmothers, or women that have influenced our parents and our grandparents, and so we are all connected, and it's so beautiful, and it's so important to see what they have to say, what they've gone through, because their story is what has made it possible for us to be here, to be present with them, to really hear their stories. Because for those that have been that have traveled and gone from one place to another, and went through different wars and hardships, and have been displaced, it really tells the story of the resilience of the human spirit, and it's very important for us to hear it, even if we think oh, we're strong, we got it, we can handle it, we're enduring, we're going through our own challenges, but it serves as a great reminder as well to see. And also, I think, I know recently, a woman I was talking to brought up the analogy of the Sankofa bird that looks back, but it's not in the sense of regression. It's not in the sense of going backwards in a negative way. It's looking so that you may see, so that we may see where we've come from, and so that we may also gather those pieces that have been left behind, fetch them, and bring them anew. This is the whole idea that I think sometimes we think like, okay, the past is behind us, whatever is in the past is in the past, but sometimes it's good to take a look and see what are some of the pieces that have been just broken and scattered. What are some of the things that have been unresolved? What are some of the things that we have not really dealt with? And it's just been a very, very, very enriching experience, and I really urge people to take the time to dialogue with elderly in their communities, to really have a conversation, see, listen, remain open. I think it's just beautiful. I mean, older people and younger people, just my favorite people in one place. That was just very, very, very enriching. So I just wanted to reflect on that, and I hope this helps in a way. I know for me it does, to just share my feelings and my thoughts about different events throughout the week, throughout the day, and I hope that we all have a chance to really connect and not lose sight of where we have come from, because it's very telling of where we're headed. And I wish much peace and love to everyone.